Welcome to Geek Speak Live.
Hello, folks. Welcome. It's Friday night. Look at this good-looking, red-haired devil child here beside me.
Hey!
My co-host is the hostess, Mr. Wade Copson.
Wade Copson on the pots and pans. G'day, everyone. How are you today?
I'm your host, Todd Bailey, and Nate. Hello, Nate, by the way.
Hey, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Nate said, don't you hate all gingers? Well, this one's all right, Nate. We'll let him go, this fella. He's all right. I know the ginger you're talking about, and he's probably not tuning in from Perth just yet. It'll be 5 o'clock over there. So they're like 2 hours behind in Perth.
Always behind the 8 ball.
But if Joel is watching, hello, Joel.
Hey!
As well.
I'm not entirely behind the 8 ball.
No, hello, Ben. Ben is tuned in as well. Ben's one of our local boys.
Hey, dude.
Ben has great taste. He's a big Batman fan.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
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 We're going to talk about, actually, we've got a trailer later in the show. I'm looking at my technical man here. We've got a trailer for
We do. We're sizzling for later on in the show. A bit of sizzle. It's been interesting the last couple of weeks. We've been sort of upping the ante with the show.
Yep. Have we?
Well, I've been upping the ante with the show. But it was interesting when you said to me when we finished last season that you said, dude, we really have to put it through the razzle-dazzle filter.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, well, I think we've done that, haven't we? Everyone, give us a big thumbs up if you think the show has gone through the razzle-dazzle filter.
Bridget said, are you two playing with the light again? No, is it awfully bright? We've got a new light. Ginger's been spending money willy-nilly on this show, I tell you. He's invested a few bucks in it this season.
I thought the picture looks pretty good. Bridget, do you not like it? Is it too dark?
Is it too much light? Should I just black him out?
Do we have a tan? I'm looking at the screen and I've got a tan for a change.
Last week, someone actually said, did Ginger get sunburnt? You looked sunburnt last week, apparently.
I'm always red. That's how I managed to keep the beard so good. Keep it red.
Ben said Batman #1.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big Batman fan, and I like to see that.
Scott said... Scott, thank you very much for sharing the feed tonight.
Oh, yes, thank you, Scott. He said, while the animation for Long Halloween looked dodgy, we were quite impressed with Jensen Ackles' voice acting for once. I am going to get English right on the show tonight, I tell you.
It was interesting. He's tried to go the real deep voice.
He has. My wife
when he's Batman, but then when he's Bruce, he's a lot higher.
My lady loves Jensen Ackles.
Yeah?
No, she's a massive Supernatural fan.
Well,
I've never watched it. I've watched the odd episode here and there, but I never got sucked into it.
I was just thinking that your wife would really like to watch The Long Halloween, right?
Oh, she'll have no choice. We'll be sitting there watching it together, won't we, honey? By the way, a special shout out to my lovely wife at home, Denny, and this man's lovely lady, Mel, who's tuned in tonight as well. Bridget has said, not too much, just darker background, more different and needing to get used to it than anything else.
Well, we're being a bit moody tonight because it's a DC-centric episode.
Is it? Is that what we're doing?
Helen said, colour looks good this time. Thumbs up. Thanks very much, Helen.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you for tuning
Laura,
in.
yes, I did not think he would be okay as Batman, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Laura, I tell you what, I was blown away. We'll talk about it soon, trailer.
Yes.
But we'll get into it. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed they didn't go with Tim Sale's artwork. More that style.
Yeah, they've really sort of... It seems like what they're doing with the DC animated movies is they've picked a style and they stick with it.
And that's what bugged me about a few other films that they did where they adapted the comics, but they kept this house style animation, and I was a little bit let down by it.
And that's why, if they ever do the full-on Kingdom Come, are they just going to do it in that style?
If they do, I'd be very upset. Although I don't think you can hire... I mean, it would cost an absolute arm and leg and take him years, but I don't think Alex Ross could animate the same
it'd
style.
take forever.
It would.
Scott just said, I watched all 15 seasons a good 3 times through.
Oh, really?
Ackles is great, but I didn't think his voice was well suited for the Red Hood back in 2010.
So I did like that animated movie. I thought he did all right.
Yeah?
Do you know who I like voicing a character in the DC universe? Is Neil Patrick Harris as Nightwing.
Really?
Yeah, he's done it.
I've not watched that one.
Have you?
No.
Folks, tell us which Batman animated movie did Neil Patrick Harris
I'm out of the loop.
Voice Nightwing. I want to think it might have been. Was it Hush? He's done it. I'm sure he's done it once or twice. But anyway, tell us below. I'm sure the fine folk at home will let us know.
Laura said, agreed about the artwork. Yes. The artwork's the animation's got to match the comic. I just
By the way, how's your week been?
yeah, a little bit topsy turvy. Yeah.
The whole public holiday thing, Easter, threw us out a bit.
No, well, it didn't throw me out because I don't get public holidays. So
no, well, you don't, do you? No, so you worked Monday.
I did work Monday.
Guess what I did Monday? Sweet F and A. You couldn't do anything. It was raining. It was. I ended up sitting around watching a ton of movies this week. What did I watch? I watched Kiss the Girls, Morgan Freeman.
Ooh.
Actually, I have not seen that in years. That was a fantastic film.
And that wasn't that a sequel or a prequel to it? Was it Along Came a Spider?
So it's based on some novels. The character that Morgan Freeman plays is Alex Cross, and they only did the 2 movies. There's been a whole bunch of novels, but they never adapted all of them.
And then the guy that plays, was it Medea? He did a Cross movie.
Did he?
A couple years ago, yeah, where he plays that character.
Get out.
And you're like,
really?
Yeah, as a younger version of Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
and you're like, oh,
was it good? No, it wasn't good. Okay, but anyway, I enjoyed Kiss the Girls. Thought it was quite good.
Yes, it's a good old movie. Yeah.
What else did I watch? Oh, last night I told you. Last night I watched Wall Street.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the original with Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen.
I had
Daryl Hannah.
Yes, his dad's in it.
A young James Spader.
Yes, it was interesting where I was watching Hot Shots.
Yep.
And there's that scene where Charlie Sheen is on the boat as Rambo, and he's reading out his diary, and it's got the voiceover. Then all of a sudden he hears someone else do the same thing, and it's his dad reenacting the scene from Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
And they both stand up, and the boats go towards each other, and both together they go, "I loved you in Wall Street." Holy shit! And then I had to look up Wall Street, and I'm like, shit, yeah, he played his dad in Wall
they were
Street.
father and son in the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I haven't watched the sequel that was made a few years back, Wall Street Money Never Sleeps.
Yeah.
That's on the list. I hope to get to that this weekend.
Oh.
But I tell you what, Charlie Sheen, if he hadn't gone off the rails, mate, he could have been a phenomenal serious actor, I thought.
I always... Do you remember a movie called The Wraith? It's a movie that... Righto, so the premise of the movie is a guy gets killed and then comes back as some supernatural character with this really hotted up car.
Yeah.
Right? It was interesting. The filmmakers made it so that when he comes back, he's in like this tech suit with a helmet and you never see him. So Charlie Sheen is actually only in the movie for like 15 minutes.
Really?
So they got this big name in the movie, but they only needed to film with him for like a week.
Where he's got the helmet off.
Yeah,
and suit off.
and it's and
Really?
I thought that's an idea that you and I should do. We should do a movie and we get a semi-known actor, just film with them for a day.
Shane Jacobson, because he can play you in a
It
heartbeat.
could be, yeah. And I could double
Or can
him.
you play him?
Yeah, I could body double him for the rest of the movie in a suit.
Maybe we could do a Morty Coots
I'm
like
just
that.
doing
a modern day Morty Coots.
Morty
Where
Coots.
but it's like a Top Gun where he's got the helmet and everything else in the flight
We're
suit.
gonna have the Danger Zone music.
Yeah. So am I going to be your wingman? Wingman.
I was going to
fucking
say
hate
something,
Top
but
Gun. Can I just put that out there? I've never watched it all the way through. I hate Top Gun.
I was going to say you could be my wingman anytime, but I thought the connotations may be there.
Ben said Under the Red Hood is where Neil Patrick Harris voiced.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Ben. And Laura said, I saw Escape from New York for the first time this week.
Laura! Oh, did you like it? I love it. Kurt Russell? Snake Plissken?
I've not seen it in years. I can barely remember. I know, I've got to go back and watch it. Do you know the other movie we watched on the week? Because I said Monday, mate, we did nothing. We sat on the couch most of the day.
Yep.
Because it was horrible weather and everything else. I watched The Firm with Tom Hanks.
Oh.
Yeah, and Gene Hackman. You ever watch that?
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, Tom Hanks and Gene Hackman. It's where he's a young hotshot lawyer, moves to Memphis, and the firm he works for, there's something dodgy going on. And he's got to try
Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise!
I was
sorry.
about to say, hang on. I don't remember Forrest Gump in this movie. I was freaking out.
But it's set down sail. But no, sorry, Tom Cruise.
Oh,
you know what? It was fucking great.
Yeah?
It's another one. I'm watching these old... That's a bunch of 90s and 80s films that I watched. And you know what? I am sucked in. They were great frigging films.
You talk about watching old 80s movies. I was introduced to the movie Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. I had never watched it. It's always been on my radar to watch, but I've never actually watched it.
You need to.
Oh, such a good movie.
I don't know whether you've checked
Michael
it out.
Caine?
Do you have Amazon? Prime Video?
No, not necessarily.
Because if you do, Invincible, based on Robert Kirkman's comic book.
The new series, yeah.
The new series is out. We're 3 episodes in. I think there's 4 out at the moment. 2 thumbs up. Fantastic show if you get a chance. And if you've never read the comic books, pick up Invincible. It's really, really good.
Okay, cool.
I actually reckon it's one of Robert Kirkman's best series that he's ever done. And I loved it. Fantastic, just amazing. J.K. Simmons is doing voices in it. Seth Rogen plays Alan the Alien. You got a whole plethora of fantastic voice actors in there doing voices in Invincible. So it's on Amazon streaming at the moment.
Cool,
if you've got it, there you go.
Laura just said, Wade, it was unexpected, but I did enjoy it. Great. Fantastic.
Paul said Goonies is great. Yes, it is. And someone here still hasn't watched it, Paul.
Why would I know? Why would I know that? Scott has said that he's putting Laura through a John Carpenter ringer. Also watched The Fog this week.
Yes, go on.
I was just going to say that my mum said to me the other night, Wade, I was watching a movie called The Fog, and I freaked out and I thought, you did what now? And I said, is this the remake or is it the original? And she said, it was a bit old. And I'm like, the original came out in 1980. And she's like, oh. And I said, did it have Jamie Lee Curtis in it? She went, no. And I said, did you see the pirates in The Fog? And she's like, no. Did you see a lighthouse? No. I'm like, what movie did you watch? And she goes, oh, I only watched 10 minutes because I got scared and turned it off. I'm like, that means you didn't watch it, Mum.
That's where you get it from, isn't it? You take after your mum.
Don't you ever say that.
Hello, Mrs. Copson, if you're ever tuning in. Your son is a lot like you. Chip off the block.
Sean Keenan. Hey, guys. Hey, man. Thanks for tuning in. How are you?
Bridget said, glad there's others who have not seen the Goonies. But then again, I was older when it came out. So Bridget, that's your homework too. You need to go and watch the Goonies.
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you
Everyone should watch the Goonies, I'm telling you.
Don't.
Anyway, have you got any little videos of that for us to watch?
Well, I just quickly, I wanted to talk about...
Because there's a big thing. We're going to talk about Ghostbusters. We've got a lot of Ghostbusters stuff
there
to
is,
talk about.
There is. There was a trailer...
Sizzling that one right now.
Sizzle through the razzle-dazzle filter.
Razzle-dazzle.
The razzle...
I'm trying not to swear as much on the show nowadays, but I'm going to... Where the fuck did you get razzle-dazzle filter?
I heard it this week.
Because I'm thinking, I've never said it.
I heard that on a radio network, that the producers said to the guys doing the show, guys, before you put anything to air, put it through the razzle-dazzle filter. And I'm like, I am using that for everything from now on.
It's got me worried. I'm thinking, have I ever used that term? If I did, I mean, my memory's going horrible, but bloody hell.
Man. This week, the trailer for Loki came out.
Oh, the new trailer.
The new one. And holy
Disney
shit.
Plus.
It looks completely different from the trailer that we saw a little while ago. So.
I'm still keen, man. I'm all over this like a fat child on custard.
With diabetes
I'm
sugar.
trying to make up because you can't keep saying the same old like a fat kid on a cupcake.
Well, I mean, it'll become a catchphrase.
I'm trying to change it each week, but I'm running out of ideas. Mm-hmm. Give me some ideas. Sayings. I'm all over it like a fat kid on a something or other. Just put them in the thing. Give me some ideas.
Well, this trailer, just keep an eye out. There's
not to pick on fat children at all because that's not nice, but it's just a funny saying.
There's
not that there's anything wrong with that. It's like Seinfeld all over.
But there can be.
It's got the diabetes.
People at home watching, what is going on?
Yeah, how we get around not wearing masks while we're doing this? It's because we're both drinking. He's actually just drinking soft drink. I've got a wonderful... This is a test... I'm a test subject for this unknown, unbranded gin.
I thought it was water, to be honest.
I fucking smell that. That ain't water. That's gin. Gin and raspberry.
Ooh.
It's fucking really nice.
Smells alright.
Yeah, love it. Anyway.
While you're watching this Loki trailer, just keep an eye out because there's like a teleport device that they use throughout the show.
Yep.
I want to have a talk about it later on to see if you think it's what I think it is.
Watch the trailer, folks.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too.
protect the proper flow of time. You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Do I get a weapon?
Nah.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
Why? It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
I'd never do it again.
Colour me impressed. How good does that look?
It looks really cool. Disney Plus coming out
Middle of the year, isn't it?
June 11th.
June 11. Look, we're flying through the year. Well, June 11 will be on top of us before we know it.
Yes.
I was about to do a really inappropriate joke about Harvey Weinstein, but I
Hey,
won't.
whoa. Ixnay on the Einstein way.
Anyway, just a quick shout out. Hello, Joe. He said, "G'day, legends. G'day,
Hey,
Joe."
man, thanks for tuning in.
Sean asked, "Are we heading to Gold Coast Supernova?" Well, to be honest with you, Sean, we haven't really talked about it yet. I'm not
In
sure.
real life or on the show?
Yeah.
Both.
It depends. If we do go down, we'll just go down as regular punters. But yeah, we're not sure because the whole COVID thing has really freaked people out.
It has,
And
yeah.
I've noticed even myself, I'm a little bit reluctant to travel and do things. At the moment.
Yes.
Like we went to the movies on the weekend. You, me, and a good mate of ours,
Yep.
Danny Davidson, and we went and saw Nobody, the new Bob Odenkirk. He stars in the main role. Fantastic film. Pretty much set in the John Wick universe.
It is, yeah. Written by the same writer from
Yep.
John Wick, yep.
Fantastic, 2 thumbs up. Even going to that, I was reluctant to go to the cinema, and my wife was like, "Go! You've got your mask, everything else." We have to wear masks here in Queensland.
But it's not like I'm worried about catching it, though.
No,
It's more just I don't want to be around people. I don't know.
It's a
what that's-
struggle for him to sit here and live stream
I
with
don't know
me
what
every
that
week.
says about me, but yeah.
It says an awful lot about you, buddy.
Thanks very much.
But yeah, I'm a bit with you, and so yeah, I'm not sure, Sean. We're hoping to maybe get down. Are you going to be exhibiting there with your fantastic comic book series? If you are, give it a little plug in the comments. Let us know. We might come down and say g'day. Now back to Loki.
All right, now that time portal that they go through, there's been a bit of discussion lately that it's the time platform that was invented by Doctor Doom.
Ooh.
Now, in the comics, the time platform is just a 2D flat rectangle that
Yep.
you just go through, and it essentially looks like that in the trailer.
Really?
So, do you think that's the same technology? Are they leading towards a Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom?
Look, honestly, Disney Plus at the moment ticking all the boxes for me. Are you watching Falcon Winter Soldier?
I haven't watched it yet. No.
Dick, what's wrong with you? Do yourself a
I
favour.
don't know.
I need my cowboy hat to put on. I'll do my Molly Meldrum and go, do yourself a favour.
It just.
No, get beyond the first 2 episodes. Episode 3, man, ask the wife. We're sitting there watching it. They go to Madripoor.
Okay.
Right? Now, in Marvel Comics, Madripoor's got a lot to do with mutants. That's where Wolverine was there as Patch. He had an alter ego where he had an eye patch on and he was known as Patch.
Right.
Not that it was fooling anyone, Wolverine. We knew who you were.
He had the haircut still,
He had
right?
still the weird Wolverine haircut. This is back in the 80s.
The wife beater.
And throughout the comics, especially X-Men universe for years, Madripoor's had a big thing. The Princess Bar is another location from the Marvel Mutant comics. That was all in that latest episode of Falcon Winter Soldier.
Okay.
So everyone's going, you're setting these things up where you can easily bring mutants into this whole shared universe. So yeah, very, very loving it at the moment, I've got to be honest. Okay. Right, watch it. If you haven't watched it at home, do yourself a favour this weekend and watch Falcon Winter Soldier. Binge up to, well, there'll be a new one tonight. New one comes out tonight.
Oh, all right.
So there you go.
Okay.
Are you right?
I don't know. Sean just said, yes, I'll be there with the award-winning series XCT.
Yes, and he's launching XCT Fractured World. Terra Olympus Volume 2, and Talos of Sparta. So he's been very busy during COVID. Good to see, Sean.
Good, man. Good to see.
Good books too, so make sure you go along and support Aussie creators like Sean. And if you are going to Gold Coast Supernova, I know they're putting different things in place this year because of COVID.
Yeah, they're spreading things out, right? They're making the aisles a lot bigger.
Wider aisles. They're trying to encourage cosplayers not to be stopping and taking photos throughout the convention hall, but to do it outside.
You would think you would do that out, like in an area outside.
Yeah, because I think they want easy flow, especially because of social distancing and everything else.
Yep.
I haven't heard yet whether masks will be mandatory or anything like that. So who knows?
Well, hopefully this mask thing stops at the end of this week coming, right?
It's next week. But you never know. If we have a flare-up, anything could happen. But look, we've got to move on from COVID a little bit. We've got to get back to doing cool things that we enjoy in life.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that people are going to go and support things like Supernova. Because those guys had a really tough year last year with all the events cancelled and everything else. And they're trying to get back on their feet, trying to bring back cool stuff for the fans around Australia. So go along and make sure you support those cool events. Okay.
Paul said he can't wait for Bad Batch
on Disney.
Star Wars. Yeah.
How cool is that going to be, Paul?
While we're talking about things that, events that we should be supporting and getting back into again.
Yeah.
There's a film festival that I thought you and I should be a part of.
Do I have to have my pants on for that film?
Well, it's interesting because they said it needs to be PG-13.
Oh, well, that means we're going to have pants on. Yes.
Yeah. It's actually going to be... It's being created by the Russo brothers.
Oh, really?
So the guys that are behind Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
It's called the No Sleep Till Film Festival.
Fair enough. Cool name.
But it's 48 hours.
Yeah.
Well, who needs that long?
We'd have it done in 24.
Yeah, 24 hours is where we shine.
We do, man. We've made multiple 24-hour films.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who needs 48?
We were a lot younger back then too. I mean, I need a nana nap nowadays.
But this is only a 3-minute film. And you're like, oh, come on. We were doing 5-6-minute films in 24 hours.
We could probably do it, Ginge. We could probably do it.
April 16 to 18.
Oh, that's a bit close.
It is very close.
Why did you give me a couple weeks' notice?
Let you sleep for a couple of weekends before we do it. Prizes are brand new camera equipment. If you win first prize, the storyboard artist from Endgame will actually draw a storyboard from your short.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm like, that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool. So it's open worldwide?
See, that's the thing.
Oh, no.
Only available for people that are residents for America.
Oh, that's stupid.
However, we do have an in with someone that lives in America.
So it's good for us, but the punters at home can't do it.
So Josh could write the paperwork.
Yeah.
And we could just submit with him.
We just say that we're expat Americans living in Australia.
Yeah, and we've adopted...
I'll put on a really shitty American accent. Hi, how are you doing, Jen?
Well, goddamn.
God damn it, we're living in Australia now.
Yeehaw.
Welcome to Geek Speak. My accent's all over.
You're like, I was in the south, then I was in the middle, then I went to Boston.
Then I'm going down to New Mexico. And anyway, Bridget said, I'm tempted to go to Gold Coast Supernova.
Yep.
Wonder how many people will cosplay as plague doctors. Easy costume, black robe, big hat,
big hood, the mask,
big nosed mask.
Yeah.
Or you could even put in a prosthetic nose and cosplay easily as the Shadow. Red bandana hat, black jacket.
Now you're talking.
We could be the Shadow.
Now you're talking. I'm quietly just a little bit excited about that.
Oh, now your nipples are hard as.
You're excited.
What else you got for us?
We're talking about The Long Halloween.
Yes, one of my favourite Batman books, I must admit. I do love this. Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. It's an absolute classic. I got excited when they said they were doing their animated adaptation.
Yes.
And of course, we've now got the trailer for it. It's a little bit sad it's not, they haven't kept Tim Sale's art style for the animated movie. But I don't care. This looks fantastic. Do you want to play the trailer for the punters at home?
Oh, we can play the trailer for Long Halloween, ladies and gentlemen.
Check it on out.
I can't really be a lawyer and a criminal, can I? I want to win, but do I want to win like this? I'm of two minds here.
So it's a coin flip.
Johnny Vitti was murdered tonight. The Falcone crime family has to be taken down.
There's There's only room for one homicidal maniac in this town.
Why are you running?
You could use a little fun.
I thought you didn't hurt people!
You thought wrong.
You still haven't figured out who killed Johnny Vitti?
A killer who only works on holidays. There's lots of crazy out there.
Once I take him out, things are gonna be different. We can start a family.
The city is fallen, Alfred.
Then we must endeavor to lift it up again.
Who is Holiday? And who's next?
Oh, how good does that look?
Whoa.
I literally just got a message from the wife during that going, oh, the lovely tones of Jensen Ackles and Love Heart. I told you, I said, I can hear it. Like how she does it when Henry Cavill. You know?
Henry Cavill, you said, was a low.
Every time.
Oh, really?
Right. I think Jensen Ackles, when she sees or hears Jensen Ackles, it's more like that, like a
Not a high pitch.
No.
I was imagining a high pitch, like
that's you.
No, don't. Hey, how dare you? How dare you?
It's so true. Bridget said, interesting artwork in that animation. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's. I'm happy with it, but I'm still a little bit disappointed it's not quite Tim Sale. But anyway, that's where we're at with that one.
That one is rated PG. It's part 1.
Yep.
And
so they're doing what they did with Dark Knight Returns, where they split it into 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second part. So this part comes out between now and September.
Yep.
The next one's going to be coming out somewhere around May next year. It's interesting because the next one's going to be R-rated.
Oh,
because of the amount of violence and blood that's in the end part of the movie. So
there you go. Ben said, can't wait as long as they don't change things like they did with Hush. Yes, totally with you, Ben. They changed too many things in Hush that irked me as a Batman fan. Because it's like, you've got this amazing source material with the comic books. Don't go changing too much.
Well, exactly.
You know, you don't need to go changing all this stuff. What else you got there?
I wanted to show off these shoes that I saw today.
Are you buying a pair?
I'm buying a pair. Ladies and gentlemen, check these out. Jurassic Park Reeboks.
Oh my God.
How amazing do they look?
Oh my God.
How amazing do they look?
In your world, probably fantastic, but not for me, buddy. Not for me.
Do you have a spare $180?
Oh my God.
For those, look. It looks like they took the Jurassic Park Jeep and sculpted them into a shoe.
You know what it looks like? It looks like someone was drinking in a beachside cabana bar, right, somewhere. They drank way too many friggin' margaritas and tropical cocktails, and then threw up on a pair of
these shoes.
Of those shoes.
These shoes.
That's what it looks like. That looks like tropical cocktails thrown up. That's what that is.
May 1st, you can buy them from Reebok.
Are you going to
Reebok.com. $180.
Would you ever wear them?
No.
What would you do with them?
I'm not cool enough to wear them.
I think you're cool, buddy.
I'm not cool.
I think you're cool, buddy.
You can be my wingman anytime. But it was interesting when I looked at them, they've actually got holes in the shoes. And I'm like, hang on, why?
That's fucking impractical.
It's almost like a T-Rex actually bit the shoe. And there's holes in it.
No.
And I don't...
No. I'm not a big Jurassic. We've talked about this at length on the show before. I'm not a massive Jurassic Park fan.
Yes, I know.
Anyway, what about you? Got a statue or something you were talking
I do. I was talking about. I found this statue online today. It was released today. It's a Wonder Woman statue from Justice League.
Yep.
It's
now, the company you mentioned who make this, I've never heard of these guys. As far as I know, they're not available through any of our suppliers in Australia, but we'll keep an eye open for them. But check out this.
How amazing does that look, dude?
Mate,
how amazing does that look?
Do you know a scale on it?
It's quarter scale, so it's nearly 50 centimeters tall.
Yeah, that's going to be beautiful. It's a big, beautiful statue.
Yeah.
You need a very good place to display that at home because you want to get a 360 around. Look at the sculpting detail.
Let me go around the corner to show off the side view of it.
Yep. Oh,
how cool does that look? And the lasso?
I can tell you now, my darling wife would love one of those at home.
Even the sculpt in her face looks incredible.
Now, who did you say the company was?
The company is called Queen Studios.
Yep.
Pre-order starts tonight, and it is for delivery in January 2022. No word on price yet.
Okay.
Can you put me down for one of them? I just or Christmas time, if someone wants to buy me a Christmas present, maybe.
If honestly, if I could track it down, if a supplier pops up for Australia,
that looks amazing, doesn't it?
That is a phenomenal looking statue, buddy. But well done sourcing that one out.
Yes. Scott just said the 90s called, and even they don't want them back, Wade. The Jurassic Park shoes, really? No. No.
There you go. Laura said, wow, that is scarily accurate. Yeah, you know why? Because a lot of these statues today, they do...
like 3D scanning.
3D scanning of the actor or actress, and then they can use that... Because when they're doing costume fittings and all that, they do all that kind of... What do you call it? 3D rotoscope or whatever they call it.
Yeah, or 3D scanning, yeah. And pretty much take an exact copy. Well, it's... Once upon a time ago, they used to, get the plaster of Paris and slap it on your face... But now they just get a scanner and...
You used to have to sit there with a couple of straws hanging out your nose.
Exactly.
I would freak out with that.
I did that when we were in high school, when I was learning how to do special effects. And
what?
Did I never tell you this?
No.
Right.
Tell me a tale, buddy of mine.
So I took the sculpt of my head, right?
That's a big sculpt.
Now it's interesting that I chose to do it over the Christmas holidays. So Christmas holidays between 11 and grade 11 and grade 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was when Wade was starting to get a few whiskers on his neck. And,
Young Wade with those few little, I'm growing a beard of 3 hairs.
It was interesting because what you're supposed to do is use some sort of cream to make sure your eyebrows are
shiny. Isn't the same kind of cream that we used to use for stage makeup, cold cream. You used to have to put that on, and then you'd put stage makeup on because it would help get it off. And you and I did a theatre restaurant one year. Right?
Hang on now.
And we had black paint under the eyes for these things. And
you're not going to say why
no one told us.
You're not going to say why.
No one told us that you were meant to have the cold cream on before you put the black paint on. And no one told us that. And then we did the first show, went to get the paint off, and
it's not coming off.
So we had black eyes for a week. We did about 3 shows.
Yes,
and could not get that black paint off for about a week.
But one day we did, old chum, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Holy stage show. Ginge.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to mention any more about that.
Interesting. Anyway, so I didn't put the cream on, and when I went to take the plaster of Paris off my head,
did it stick?
It stuck. Okay, I was by myself in the back shed with this. I started panicking a little bit because I went.
I've got a mental image of you and your dad's back shed running around bumping into things.
I started doing that, and right, so much so that I got a little. I managed to break it a little bit off so I could see a little bit here, right? But it's still this huge thing around my head. I managed to get the hammer and I was hitting it to break it off and got it down to about here, right?
Yep.
When I managed to find a razor blade and was able to go through it and just twink, 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 right? And then I actually managed to get it off my... And the hairs were in the sculpt. I didn't end up using that sculpt either.
I bet you did.
I'm really upset that I spent all that time and effort doing that.
Was that the end of you as a makeup artist?
What, I never did sculpture on myself ever again.
Oh, glad.
I always made sure it was someone else.
I am glad. People, if you enjoy that story as much as I just did, give us a flurry of love hearts or thumbs up right there, or even laughing emojis, because I tell you what.
Oh, man.
That is amazing.
Scott just said, never heard that laughter from Todd before. You know that's a genuine laugh.
Oh, I tell you. Shit we used to get up to, you and I. We've got so many stories from over the years. We could write a book, buddy.
I'm kind of scared that I opened myself up and let everyone know.
All right, now shut it back down. What else have you got?
While we were just talking about the Jurassic Park shoes, some more Jurassic Park news. Elon Musk, right, has this company called Neuralink.
He's going to make a real life Jurassic Park, isn't he?
His partner Max Hodak. Max Hodak said...
That sounds made up.
You know what? I reckon, in quoted, We could probably build Jurassic Park if we wanted to.
No, Max, no.
Max wants to build Jurassic Park. There are literally 4 movies.
Yeah, I'm glad you had to do the maths in your head for a second. Stop.
Is it 4?
Four? I don't know. 4 or
yeah,
5?
there's 4 movies? 5 movies.
I think it's 5.
Because the second one's coming out, hasn't it? Yeah. So 5 movies that actually said, don't do that.
This doesn't work.
But if they did, I would be there in line to go see it.
Yeah,
I would go see it.
You'd probably drag my ass along with you, and we would go on the day that it goes to hell.
Yep.
And you're going to get eaten by a T-Rex. I'm going to get one of them fat dinosaurs, trample me to death.
Which would be strange because we'd both be going, no, don't move. His vision's based on movement, and we'd be standing there still, and the T-Rex would be, who come up with this idea? Just,
You know what it'd be? I can just imagine it now. Because anywhere we go like that, I end up drinking a lot of beer, right? And eating. And it'd be like the little kid out of The Simpsons, you know, when the little German kid. Don't inject me. I'm full of chocolate. I'd be me running from a fucking dinosaur, and I'd be like, stop it. I drank beer before. And my beer belly would be bouncing up and down.
Have you, Jurassic Park 3 or Jurassic Park 4 has actually got the guy that owns the Margaritaville restaurant chain. What's he?
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett is in the movie, and you see him in the crowd pick up 2 like vodka tonics and start running down the.
Good old Jimmy
Buffett in it, and that's what I imagine you with your 2 drinks running down. Hang on, anyone want port? Hang on, whoa. Let me drink. Let me finish this off.
I don't stop the dinosaur. Stay.
Hey, settle.
I can't waste good scotch.
Oh, God.
Anyway, there you go.
Jurassic Park, the real park. I would visit it.
Paul said Jurassic Park is okay as long as nothing goes wrong. Exactly, Paul. But we're guaranteed Elon Musk is behind it. There'll be some glitch.
Something will go wrong.
Something will go wrong. Now, you want to talk about Ghostbusters? I'm itching to talk about Ghostbusters.
We can talk about Ghostbusters.
Can we talk about Ghostbusters?
I'm always in when it's Ghostbuster time.
Yeah. So, we're already excited. Now, it was meant to come out in the middle of last year. Got bumped because of COVID. They said it's coming out in the middle of this year, June, July.
I believe so.
Yep. Now it's called Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Afterlife, that's correct.
Right, so you've all watched the trailer by now, I'm sure, the original trailer. Have you seen the extra little thing they released? Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday. Now this is causing a little bit of controversy with some Ghostbuster fans. I think it looks fantastic. Play the clip, Jins, and we're going to have a little
We'll put it into perspective once you've watched it.
Go nuts.
Jamocha. Strawberry, red velvet, blue velvet.
I love that music.
Yeah.
The original music they've used throughout it all. Yes.
So
yes.
Mini Stay Puffs.
Yes.
Okay. Now a lot of people are going off about Mini Stay Puffs, and they're saying, "Oh, why are they going to try and put cutesy things in the movie? Oh, it's just a marketing ploy to sell more toys." Well, yeah, it is, because look at frigging Mandalorian with the child, right?
Yes.
That has sold so much merch, so much time. It's gotten multi-generational. My mum knows who the child is because she hit me up to get stuff in for my nephew. My nephew
really?
Cooper is a massive fan of as they still call him, Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Even though they know his name's Grogu, they still call him Baby Yoda. Cooper's in primary school. He loves anything to do with the Mandalorian and especially the child.
Yep.
So even my mum knows who the child is. She goes, "Can you get some more of that merchandise in with the child on it for Cooper?" And we've had tons of parents do that with tons of kids. It's a multi-generational thing, and you're going to get the next generation of kids in because they're going to go, "That is so cool seeing those little mini marshmallow men running around."
Yes, the mini paste Stay Puffed.
And not only that, right? There is a precedent for it because they have appeared in comic books before, in the cartoon series.
Yes.
In the real Ghostbusters cartoon series. Look at you've just put it up there, Ginge. All the little mini Stay Puft marshmallow men.
And
There's
then
precedent for it.
And then also in a more recent comic,
one of the IDW comic series. Yes, I've got that in my collection actually. That story arc. So it's not new. There's a precedent for it. It's happened in the comics and the cartoons, and they've just decided to actually bring it into the live action movie. I think it looks fantastic.
Let me bring up some still frames from the trailer.
Yep.
There's some stuff that I didn't see. Look how cute that is. He's so cute.
Yeah, you're going to get one. I know you're going to get one.
Well, yeah. But did you notice this? The stuff that's happening in the background of a shot.
Yeah, the little guys are kind of like spinning, melting.
Yeah, the spit's hanging right down. And is that Jeff Goldblum reclining in Jurassic Park?
It's a knockoff of it. It looks
Isn't
like
it just?
and I love these two guys skewered here, and they're being roasted, but they still got smiles, the joyful little smiles on their faces.
And we were thinking about it, and yes, they're releasing them as action figures. That you can buy.
Yeah, you know we're going to get those. We're definitely going to get those in. Those are fantastic.
I want the Stay Puffed with the rocket up his butt.
Yeah. He is fantastic. I love it. There's a whole ton of them. Look
There
at
is
those.
so many different ones, and they come in little containers like that.
There you go. I can tell you now, if they are available, we will definitely be stocking those here at Kaboom Comics. And I will be buying a case for you and I to split and get a couple of those.
I would love to have them on your desk. You know,
I reckon they look fantastic. I'm more excited about Ghostbusters Afterlife, and this week has just pushed me over the edge. I'm like, just bring it on! I can't wait.
Yes.
It's a cinema-worthy movie. You and I'll be going to watch that on the big screen,
absolutely,
with our loved ones. I tell you that now. Now, also, Scott's gone. Every franchise needs their stupid baby Groot. Yeah, I wouldn't say every franchise, but certain franchises like that. You look at Baby Groot. Look at the merchandise they did for that. Kids have got into watching Guardians of the Galaxy because of it. We sold tons of comics because kids came in and went, "You got comics with Groot in it?" They did actually a bit of a funny Rocket and Groot comic series done by Scotty Young, I think it was. He's got a great cartoony style. So they spun it out. They got new people's eyes on the characters and the franchise. So I think it works.
Helen, love it. Yes. Laura says, "Yum! All I heard was mini marshmallows. Marshmallows."
Do you know what? We were watching for the first time. I watched that trailer, that clip, and I must admit, I sat there and went, "Fuck, I'll go some marshmallows."
It was interesting. When that is it the second last shot where they're melting him into a s'more?
Yeah, the
because he's got
chocolate
the
over
cracker in the
the
tree, and I'm like. I have not had a s'more in like forever.
We need to have a bonfire.
Damn, man.
We need a bonfire.
While we're talking Ghostbusters, Bill Murray had an interview this week, and he said that it was interesting. He spoke about Afterlife because he's in that, and it sounds like they're wearing the suits and the packs and everything in it. Mm-hmm. But he went on to say that he was kind of brought into Ghostbusters 2 under false pretenses. He felt like he was tricked into doing that movie.
Yep.
He said, we hadn't seen each other for a couple of years, and they all got him into a room together, and Harold Ramis and that had this really great idea and pitched the idea to him, and when he heard it, he thought, that's a really good idea. We could really do an awesome movie with this.
Yeah.
So he's like, yep, I'm on board. He didn't read the script because he figured, well, these are my friends.
They'll do the right thing. And
then he rocked up on the, and started
That's
filming.
how you've sucked me into doing some films?
And a couple of days into it, he's like, hang on, this isn't what yous were telling me we were going to do. This is completely different. Yeah, so and by that stage he went, well,
he's already committed. He's already there.
I can't really get out of this, but
yeah,
now I understand why he has such a downer.
That's
on
how you got me in
Ghostbusters 2.
drag. You told me it was going to be a different kind of film. Now I can't ever run for office.
Well.
Bridget said was waiting for there to be an edible marshmallow Stay Puffed,
and now it is. Now he is.
Yep. What else you got?
I just wanted to talk about, because this week Action Comics #1 sold.
Yes.
Yet again.
Yes, and I wish I had the money to buy it, but I'm not that wealthy.
Are you sure now?
Yeah. I dream of it.
Action Comics #1 sold for $3.25 million.
Now that's US.
It is.
That's US dollars,
Yes.
so it's going to be even more in Australian dollars. That is a beautiful 8.5 graded copy. You can't read that copy because it is graded, it's slabbed. in that hard plastic slabbing.
Is that something that you would buy?
What, a graded comic?
Yeah, a slabbed comic.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I probably would if it's something like that. If it was Detective 27, Batman #1.
I guess there's always reprints that you could actually read.
I can read them there's big omnibuses that collect like the first 3 years worth of Batman and Detective and all that kind of stuff. Dude, if I was buying that particular book though, I would buy it slabbed, and it's an investment. It's not something you're going to sit there and read. You're going to buy that purely as an investment. You're going to have it locked away in a safe and pull it out on special occasions and drool over it. At least if you drool on that, you can wipe it. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah. Something that I can't do with some of my comics.
We have actually got in slabbed comics for customers here. Yeah. We've got a Justice League of America #1 from the 60s. We got that in for a customer here. It was slabbed. Okay. And it was still a thrill to be able to hold that book. Before the customer picked it up, I was actually able to hold it and go, this book is still in my hands.
Okay, cool.
And look, you can't read it. I've already read it in reprints over the years, but just to hold that book, even though it's between plastic, it's still amazing. It's phenomenal.
So this one sold for $3.25 million
US.
Previously, the record was $3.2 million.
Yes.
However, this one in particular, when it was originally bought, it was $1 million cheaper.
Was it?
He made $1 million
profit
on this comic.
Holy dooly!
Yeah.
Does it have any provenance?
There was no talk about who has owned it.
Because Nick Cage.
Nick Cage did,
have an Action Comics #1. He had a whole range of beautiful high-end books. And when he went through the divorce with Priscilla Presley, I believe it was, he had to sell a number of books.
Lisa Marie Presley.
Sorry, not Priscilla.
Priscilla was her mum.
That was It was still a nasty split. Still a nasty split. But Lisa Marie. When he divorced Lisa Marie, he had to sell off a lot of his collection. And over the years, he's been slowly buying things back. It's probably why it explains why he does so many crappy B-grade movies. He's doing it for it's probably just purely for comic spending money. That's what it is.
I'd do a crazy movie if it meant me being able to buy Detective Comics 27.
You know what? He goes to some of the big conventions in America, and especially stuff around Las Vegas when they do Las Vegas cons and stuff. Cool. And he will just go in, usually with a slight disguise on, and he has certain dealers. That
just as Ghost Rider? Just a leather jacket and spike hair?
There's a number of celebrities who actually go to Comic-Con dressed up in costume.
Yeah.
Because they're geeks, but they don't want to be pulled aside all the time.
Like when we saw David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
He was dressed in the jacket and everything, but then just had a cardboard David Hasselhoff mask on with elastic.
It didn't hide anything. And boy, what a douchebag he is.
He's tall though.
He's tall. He's a tall douchebag.
He's like 6'4" or something.
Anyway, Nick Cage goes up to these dealers and will just quietly be doing deals with them, and then it'll be someone will click on when they hear his voice, or they actually get a good look at him and go, oh my god, I'm shopping beside Nick Cage. And he's buying back certain key issues for his collection, but he does it on the low key nowadays. There's certain traders in America, like back issue traders, who obviously have a list of books he's chasing, and he, they'll ring him up. Hey Nick, got this particular issue. Do you want it?
Oh, they're on first name basis with them, not just Mr. Cage.
Not Mr. Cage. Well,
Mr. Ghost Rider, I have got.
Mr. Face Off. So they're meant to be doing a remake of that.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Don't mess with Face Off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to the pointy end of the show. If you've got any questions or comments, please type them below.
Give us some love, by the way. I want to see a flurry of love hearts in there for this gentleman. He's doing a good job tonight, Jim.
And it'd be great if people could give us a thumbs up, but also share. If you could hit the share button and share. Thanks very much to Scott. I can see that you've shared the show tonight, so thanks very much.
Wonderful.
Just hoping to get the show out to as many people as we can.
That's right. Spread it around, folks.
Spread the love.
I was just saying,
look at that. Look at all the love hearts.
Little love hearts on there.
Oh. Hey, thank you.
Spread it like a venereal disease.
Hang on. What now?
Don't be responsible. Don't be responsible. Be responsible and don't share any venereal diseases.
No. Yes. No. Yes.
Share geek love instead.
Exactly.
Yes.
Talking about a theme park that you would never go to.
There's multiple ones.
It's a water park.
I don't do water parks.
I know you don't do water parks.
No one wants to see this in a one piece.
Which is interesting because Sony are going to build a water park.
I noticed you didn't pick up on the one piece.
I just...
My mankini.
If you're wearing a one piece, I hope it's one of those old fashioned ones that go all the way to the arms and to the knees, and it's the striped.
Yeah,
the striped.
And I've got the little the what do you call it? The southern the hat.
The bathing cap type.
No. You know they used to do that, but they also had like the little cane hat.
Oh yeah.
I've got that. No,
you could get like the one that goes over your ears and you could tie underneath, just to make sure that you know.
Well, I've got a bald head. I don't want to get it sunburned.
Okay. Well, exactly. So Sony is going to use the Columbia Pictures name to open up a water park. They want to open a water park in Thailand, right?
It's tropical in Thailand, man. People need to swim in Thailand.
Does Sony not want to make money?
Why?
They want to do it by October. They want to open it in October. Who's touring Thailand in October?
You'd be surprised.
But I mean, like...
It won't be targeted at Western consumers like us.
You reckon?
It'll be targeted at the Asian consumer market, mate. I can guarantee. Yes, there'll be a number of Westerners that will travel to Taiwan to go to it and that, but a lot of it will actually be Asian tourists themselves.
Because they're going to be doing rides, like the Ghostbusters ride.
Yep.
So I'm thinking we might have to go. The Men in Black ride.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say you want to go to Taiwan.
Thailand.
Sorry, not Taiwan.
And... I don't know about this. The Bad Boys ride?
Right? That's a water park ride?
Yeah, so the Men in Black ride is essentially a 12-meter drop through a wormhole into a pool.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. However, the Ghostbusters ride is going to be like the Jurassic Park ride, where you're in a raft.
Yeah.
And it floats along.
I like that one.
I've
done that one with you. We've done that in Universal.
I'm thinking that's something that we could do. And then the Bad Boys ride is going to be go-karts.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Yeah,
I'll do that one.
But then they're gonna.
I don't want to do any water park stuff where I'm gonna get wet. I don't go to Wet and Wild.
They're gonna. Well, yeah. Okay.
I get wild if I get wet.
I don't want to have to.
I'm like a gremlin. Don't get me wet.
And don't take your shirt off. Don't
feed me after midnight because I get really bad reflux.
It's interesting that they're going to be using different movies to do rides. They want to do a Jumanji ride. They want to do a Hotel Transylvania ride.
They'll be aimed at the kids.
I went through the Columbia Pictures archives to try and figure out what kind of movies would be great for a ride.
Yeah.
And I thought, what about the Ghost Rider ride?
Yes.
That's a Columbia Pictures.
But no, they've got that back. Marvel's
I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, I'm sure Marvel's got it back now.
All right, so we can't do that.
Ghost Rider.
But we could do the Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels ride.
That you give me a Guy Ritchie ride.
I'm just saying,
if there's water, I could maybe do it if Guy Ritchie's behind it.
The one ride that I think you'll be interested in is the City Slickers ride.
Do you get to ride a pony?
Yeah, you do.
A donkey?
You do. And you have a water pistol. And
I'm all over it.
You go through the sound stage, right? And you get to shoot the characters that are coming out trying to...
Pew, 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 pew.
Although not quite interested in the Human Centipede ride. No.
It sounds like shit to me.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in tonight.
Paul's got 3 glasses, emoji glasses there. Paul, cheers to you, sir. Cheers to you. I don't know what Paul means with all that.
Trying to scroll back to everyone's comments in the last couple messages.
After this year because I was unsure about the timetable. Didn't want to be like, you guys got to watch on Friday just for them to hear crickets. Goonies ride Truffle Shuffle.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Love
it. Looking through some of the comments. Ooh, who wants to mind bleach?
Who wants the mind bleach? What, of me and a mankini?
Don't.
What are you saying,
That's
Bridget?
rude. Really?
Oh, Bridget,
you should show her now.
What? No.
Yeah. Hang on.
I can literally hear my wife 3 blocks over going, no!
I do have one final trailer. Would you like to watch it?
You've sprung this on me.
Take
it away, good fellow.
I don't know. Do I?
Yeah, go on.
Do I not? Do I not? I don't know. Do I?
You see that you can't find it. All this new tech and you can't find the trailer.
I can't find the trailer.
So you don't have it?
I don't know. Do I? I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, you probably don't then. Tease it for next week. Are we back next week? We should be back next week.
We should be back next week.
I don't think I've got anything.
Word on the street is Ryan Reynolds is the hot pick for Lino for Thundercats. Thoughts? For me personally, love him. Too comedic for what I feel is a more serious role.
I don't know. I like Ryan Reynolds.
Does people remember the Thundercats intro that was done in 3D that we were talking about last year?
Last year?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember too much. How much have you been? That gin must be really good.
I told you it's an experimental gin.
Experimental rocket fuel.
Fantastic.
Don't be smoking when you're drinking that.
I mixed it with a Cottee's sugar-free raspberry.
Mm-hmm.
Sparkling, because I can't speak properly. Drink. It's quite really nice. Yeah, there you go. Geek cocktail right there. It's instead of gin and tonic to gin and raspberry. What?
I'm just enjoying. You just
enjoy being back.
Yeah.
Doing this.
Yeah.
Every Friday night. Well, most Friday nights. This is the odd Friday night we're out. Now, next Friday night is actually Toowoomba Show holiday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now,
I'm working anyway. My wife has to work. You'll be working. You won't get that one off.
No, I won't.
No, so you'll be working. So we'll be doing a show next Friday night, as far as we know.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
Unless a bus comes out of nowhere and takes us out. I'm just saying, it could happen.
Could be a booze bus.
It was interesting, yeah. I was going to mention something, but I probably shouldn't say it.
I wouldn't if I were you.
I wouldn't say it on the show. People can hit me up and ask me what I was going to say.
Ginge, is that it?
That's it for tonight. Bridget just said, I was wondering, are you guys back on the... Yeah, we're going to be back, yeah.
If you guys are working on a pop... Well, we have to work in our normal lives, so we might as well do the show as well. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah. Thanks very much for everyone tuning in tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves.
All the cool comments in here, people asking questions and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the show. My co-hostess with the mostest, Mr. Wade Copson, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. Give him some thumbs up.
Pans. Thank you very much.
Give him some love.
Thanks very much to everyone joining us.
What's this? Does that mean love? Or should I be doing this? Love. Give him some love. Oh, look at the love hearts. People love you.
Oh, stop.
Give me a little, if you can find them, I'll give you a second just to hunt them in the thing.
Aaron!
If you can find Scotch glasses. Hello, Aaron.
Aaron, you've tuned in at the
very end of it.
You're going to have to rewind and watch it from the start again.
If you can find the little Scotch glass emoji, I don't think you can actually do them as a floating emoji. The Scotch glasses are going to say, "Doom."
Just links back to people.
Yeah, everyone's doing the love hearts and thumbs up. That's wonderful.
And give us a share if you can to share the show with other people.
Aaron, go back and watch it when it finishes from the start because I think you'll enjoy it tonight.
Yes, I think tonight has gone well, even if I do say so.
And he does. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-hostess with the mostest, Mr. Wade Copson.
Wade Copson on Pots and Pans. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been your host, Todd Bailey. You've been watching Geek Speak Live. Tune in next week. And remember, stay geeky.
Bye.
Bye-bye.